Hi everyone, Jennifer Deaton here with your TTW travel news. It is 11 a.m. in Atlanta, that's 4 p.m. in London, 7 p.m. in Dubai, and 1 a.m. in Melbourne. So let's jump right in. We're going to start with some travel safety advisories you need to know. If you're planning a trip this summer, you will want to take note. The US State Department has just expanded its level 2 travel advisory list. It now includes some unexpected countries, perhaps Brazil, the UAE, Jamaica, Antarctica, Thailand, the Dominican Republic, France, and Cambodia, all for a multitude of reasons. This isn't a do not travel warning, it's just a reminder to be extra aware, whether that's keeping an eye on your surroundings in busy tourist areas or checking the latest health and safety updates before you go. And then in Turkey, there's some more specific safety alerts making headlines. Germany has now joined the United States, Canada, the United Kingdom, Australia, and Austria in warning travelers about some rising risks, especially around pride events and for the LGBTQ community and visitors. Cities like Istanbul and Ankara could see counter protests or targeted incidents during celebrations. So authorities are just urging travelers avoid certain large gatherings, stay aware of your surroundings, of course, very common sense, and keep an eye on local news. You can find the full advisory breakdown, all the global advisories on travelandtourworld.com. And now to air travel and airline updates. From the skies, a reminder that even the most remote places can still have travel hiccups, of course. United Airline passengers leaving Nuuk, Greenland for Newark faced an unexpected delay this week. For those unfamiliar, Nuuk is a growing tourism hotspot, so any disruption there can actually ripple into major hubs all over the world. And here's something that could be a game changer. Southwest Airlines is testing free in-flight Wi-Fi for Rapid Rewards members. The program is absolutely free to join currently, so essentially anyone can get online for the free opportunity during this trial. If it works well, it could become a permanent perk, and that could really shake up how airlines compete for passengers who want to work, stream, or stay connected in the air. That's a great trial. I hope they stick to that. And some climate and environmental travel impacts you need to know. In Juneau, Alaska, glacier outburst flooding has prompted an urgent travel alert. If you're heading that way, stay updated. Obviously, steer clear of affected areas and please follow the local guidance. Conditions can really change quickly. And in the Pacific, the tiny island nation of Tuvalu, which is just 9 small atolls, basically those are like circular reefs or islands, are home to a little over 11,000 people, is facing a reality most countries wouldn't even be able to imagine. With an average elevation of only 2 meters above sea level, it is one of the most climate vulnerable nations in the entire world. So, in a groundbreaking move, Tuvalu is arranging the world's first fully planned national migration, relocating hundreds of residents each year to Australia. And it's part of a new treaty. They're also working to digitally preserve their culture, government, and even 3D scans of their island and all their islands. This is crucial as Tuvalu wants its identity to survive, even if a lot of its land doesn't. Wow, that's very touching, and I'm glad they're doing that, and I know they will preserve their culture. Now, closer to the US, or in the US, in fact, Hawaii is joining Virginia, Texas, Florida, Maryland, and Minnesota in boosting tourism through sports and cultural events, a strategy that's proving to draw big crowds and even bigger spending. Meanwhile, in Europe, countries like Portugal, Poland, Greece, Albania, and Slovenia are showing that you don't have to be a bucket list capital, so to speak, to capture traveler interest. Of course not. From Portugal's wild Alentejo coast to Slovenia's picture-perfect Lake Bled, these destinations are winning fans for their authentic feel, and sustainable approach. And finally, for some travel inspiration, for all the road trip lovers among us, Baja California is offering up some of the best RV routes you'll ever see. Think scenic coastlines, welcoming campsites, and cultural stops that give you a taste of local life. If you're dreaming of a drive that blends nature, history, and great food, this is the one for you. So that's your early TTW travel briefing for this hour on Sunday, August 10th. I'm Jennifer Deaton, and you can find much more detail on every one of these stories and a lot more at travelandtourworld.com. Please check it out. And wherever you're headed next, wishing you safe travels and very happy exploring.